We all want to be superheroes when we're kids. We all want to play in the NBA. We all want to play in the NFL. It would be a travesty for him to think that's the end-all, be-all of what he is as a person. You know, my nephews all play. We have like 25 Division I players in my family of football. We got like 10 NFL players. Like, this is the family business,
right?
For real. You know what I'm saying? And we understand it, and we're born to be good at it. That's just the reality of where we are. That's not everybody's reality. You know what I mean? But it is for us. Right. You know, so now it's me trying to take it to a different level, and hopefully my kids in the next generation get the benefit from that, where, like I said, we didn't have a choice. They've got a choice. That's a win.
Welcome to Iman Amongst Men, powered by Shea Moisture Men. I am Iman Shumpert here with my big brother Ahrii. Ahrii gonna say what up to the people.
What's going on, people? My name is Ahrii. Today we got an extra special guest, another extra special guest to the show, former NFL wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
Co-founder of StatusPro.
That's right.
NFL Network personality, the one and only.
Okay.
Andrew Hawkins.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Yeah,
you heard.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you heard. Yeah. You know, crowd
we give extra love. Yeah, we give extra love.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have pom-poms, but we don't do that. We don't do
I appreciate y'all having me, man. This is dope.
Of course.
Yeah. Relax too,
coming
man.
On. Yeah. We heard the man had his own podcast, man. I don't know if y'all was listening to Tomahawk. Is it Tomahawk?
Tomahawk, yeah.
Tomahawk, yeah. I heard the man, you know, is comfortable already in this podcast setting, so this should be a good one for y'all, man.
I appreciate that. I use these same mics.
These was yours.
These is my mics. And they canceled the show. So it's really full circle.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, he got beef. He got beef under the rep mic.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm playing.
The theme of today's episode is sky's the limit, man. When you think of this phrase, sky's the limit, what comes to your mind?
I don't think the sky is the limit. I don't subscribe to that. I think it's beyond that.
You don't subscribe.
No limits.
He said, I don't
There's no limits. I don't subscribe to that.
No limits. Yeah, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I was not expecting that answer. That was a good one.
No limits.
So you'll go to space and do all that extra shit.
All of that. I want past that.
When you think of no limits, where does that mentality come from?
I mean, I think it's out of necessity. I think it's like you gotta, you know, if you want to be it, you gotta be able to zig when everybody zags. So it's like whatever the norm and thinking is. You know, I'm not saying you just go with some wild shit, but you do have to like consciously and intentionally think beyond that, because people will put you in a box. People will label you. They will tell you what's possible and not possible. And it's a way of thinking that almost is ingrained in all of us, that in order to do something special, even if, you know, whatever the height is you do reach, you gotta be intentional about knowing that that's not the case. Because somebody tell me something don't mean it to be the case. You gotta, it's a muscle you gotta like strengthen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 5'7". There's not a lot of 5'7" receivers in the NFL. When I was in there, I was like the only one. You know what I'm saying? So I spent my whole life knowing and not seeing nobody like me there, being like, oh no, I could do that. With nothing else, nothing showing me that it was possible to do what I did at my size in the league. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lonely place to be. But when, as y'all know, like when somebody doesn't believe in you or somebody tells you no early on, you got like two options. You can believe them, or you cannot believe them. But when you say to yourself, I'm not believing what somebody else tells me, then you become immune to it. So I've always been immune to what people say I can and can't do, because not that I think I'm smarter than them, but when it comes to me, I know me better than everybody. Yeah. Period. And I know how my mind works, and I know I got a track record of doing what the hell I say I'm going to do. And so it's lonely in the sense of it's hard to take advice, or it's hard to get guidance from people that ain't invested like the way you are in yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to go no limits.
That no limit vibe, I think a lot of people just forget to structure it. Like they forget to minimize each game. Like when I think of that no limit mindset, I think of winning the game first and then then ascending beyond. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and you got to fit in the boxes. Like basically also, it's no limit within the context of your ability.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the mindset I'm trying to get.
People
that's
forget 100% true.
People fear.
Like, I could be Iman Shumpert. No, you can't be Iman Shumpert.
Their fear.
Like it's not.
Like you got to be player
Yeah, you got to be
number
normal
373
right.
at the fucking showcase.
Right.
You got to be him first.
You got to get there to be number one.
Then
right.
you got to dog some people that's raw with some, like, you got to do a lot
Prove
of shit
yourself
before you get a name.
Man.
Nigga, your name, your mama gave you is one thing. But out here in these streets.
In these streets.
Well, keeping it on that, like the struggle. Take us through the story, of getting to the NFL and being undrafted out of college.
Yeah, so it was crazy. So I undrafted, not even picked. I tried for the Canadian Football League, the Arena Football League, and it was all like, oh yeah, you got to be.
Oh, you wasn't in the Canadian Football League?
I ended up going to it, but after I got done with college, I didn't get picked up by nobody. I went back to school. I was coaching. I was like an intern with the Lions as a scout. I was working in a factory. I was working as a caddy. So I was living like a regular life, trying to get back sports. Not even trying to get back in. I was just like, yo, I can't go move back in with my mom. That ain't an option. So I'm trying to figure it out. And then a year after I got done with college, there was like I was watching Pardon the Interruption, and there was a show that they said that Michael Irvin was going to take 12 former football players out the street and give them a chance to sign a practice squad deal with the Cowboys. And so I went and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to make an audition tape, because I called first, and they were like, yo, we're going to be in Dallas, we're going to be in LA, we're going to be in Miami. I was in Ohio, Toledo, Ohio. I'm like, I ain't got no money to get there.
Right.
So I was like, what if I send an audition tape? They were like, oh, it's a long shot, but try it. So I did an audition tape, and I sent 30 copies. I overnighted 10, I 2-day mailed 10, and I regular mailed 10, because I was like, yo, they got to get this. To make a super long story short, I got on. They brought me out to LA, tried out like for the final 50. There was like 30,000 people that applied. So I made it onto the show. I balled on the show. I should have won, but they was like, we can't send no 5'7" receiver from a reality show to the Cowboys. And so they picked the other dude. And so, but from there, I got a CFL contract. Went to the CFL for a couple years. Made my own highlight tape. Was sending it out.
Wow.
Got back down to the league, practice squad. Finally got in the game and bought out and then played for 7 years. So that's like
fire.
It was
the definition of an opportunist. The odd jobs and the shit like that. Like all of that. Like, just speak on how that kind of. I know it develops you as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What does that do with your character?
That I mean, honestly, that shit is traumatic, right? And you don't think about it probably when you're in the moment, because you're just in survival mode. Which a lot of people who grew up in certain areas or certain ways, you have this kind of survival mode always in you. And I think where it rears its head now is that the people around me will tell you like, yo, you gotta celebrate what you're doing, or you not happy, or something happens, and my mind don't even click to celebrate. It's just always in work mode, because I never feel like I'm that removed from that. Because that was a tough time. I was living on my homie's couch. You know what I'm saying? He would have girls come over. I would have to go take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, nowhere to go. Like, I gotta just get missing.
The Jeremy Lin story.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, off the couch. Like, for real. I'm living on it, and I'm going, and the caddy, they talking to me crazy on the golf course. You know what I'm saying? I got to eat that up, because I need this $15 tip. You know what I'm saying? I'm ironing my clothes, selling it to Plato's Closet, cleaning my shoes. They giving me $15 for a brand new pair of Air Force Ones back then. That was like, you know what I'm saying? So that, in my mind, you never feel that far removed. Like, I always feel like I'm a day away from being back there. And so when you ask what it does to your mind, I think it is the gift and the curse that continues to push me in a certain direction. But it also probably doesn't allow me to be able to live and enjoy the moments or the things that I've been able to succeed at so far. You know what I'm saying?
Because survival mode.
Because I'm still in survival mode. You know what
Not
I'm saying?
just that it works for you, but it's like, that's all you know.
That's all I know.
Like,
I don't know
how I
way.
am now. It's like, now I do want to actually like enjoy some shit. Or actually be like, man, like I do want to sit back like how everybody else is feeling. Like, I want to be real excited about going on a trip and actually have a good time, do all the things I want. And it's like, if I do that, knowing me, I'll be in the middle of that trip just thinking like, oh shit, this might go bad. Just being worrisome for no reason. Like, and that's just how I'm wired. But at the same time, it's like you push people away essentially when you do shit like that.
Nah,
or
for sure.
it rubs people the wrong way.
I ain't gonna lie. You gonna rub me the fuck wrong. We go somewhere. You sit here talking about, oh, it's some shit finna go wrong. No, the fuck it ain't. I don't want to think.
See, but it really is a mentality, and it's not something you can like. You can't.
Right. You can't control it.
You can't control it. Like, your mind just goes to the, man, I don't want this to happen again. right? That's the trauma in it. It's like you've seen what the bottom looks like.
And it's different because you know what it's like too, trying to actually like get over the hump, but doing it,
man.
one, doing it the right way, and two, doing it the way everybody else is doing it. Like, you know, when you had a job in college, like you only worked one other job.
I mean, yeah, all my
but
jobs was
I'm
quick.
just saying,
I had a little golf cart. I used to deliver stuff on campus. You know what I'm saying? If y'all needed that paperwork, building the building, that was me.
Your boy.
You know,
he was a runner. Yeah.
I needed that
I was
job,
a runner, but I got them
right.
signatures on time. You know what I'm saying?
But
on
like
time.
you actually did, you know, service jobs and you know, shit that you actually had.
You say it like my job wasn't a real job.
No. I said I'm
learned.
saying service. Like that's not a service though. You don't have to deal with people's attitudes.
I did.
No, I'm saying
I used to sit in the office and the
but
ladies.
you don't have to deal with people's attitudes for a tip.
Oh no, yeah, I wouldn't.
See what I
get
mean?
no tips.
There you go. Like that's a service job when your service actually reflects how much you get paid. You know what I'm saying?
So I gotta sit there while you disrespect me.
Basically,
just
he's at a golf course, so I'm sure
in hopes that you lend me a 20. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So I mean, and again, as a grown man at the time, at school,
the ego
and the football not there no more. It's like, yo, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it felt like. So I mean, it was the best thing for me, you know, but it shit sucked to go through. You know what I mean?
All right, given what you just said about coming up, you know, and making it to the NFL, what was the your biggest highlight in your career thus far?
Like thus far, or like what in my playing career, or everything?
Oh, everything.
Everything.
If you want to do one from each, do one from your playing career and then one after playing, because you got a pretty long resume.
I'm gonna give you 3 actually. Can I change?
Okay,
can I
do
switch
your
it
thing.
up?
Yeah.
All right, so 3. There was one.
The man with the Scully makes the rules.
Man with the Scully makes the rules. I like that. I like that. When I played in the league, I wore a T-shirt, Justice for Tamir Rice and John Crawford. This is in 2014, before like, you know, social justice wasn't really popping off like that. This is around I Can't Breathe with like, I think Derrick Rose maybe wore a shirt or something. But then I had to sit up there and like talk about it, and I got crushed. I got like, you know, threatened by the police union, all this shit. And I was scared to do that, but I felt like, you know, like I told you, with the background I had, my goal was to play one game in the NFL. It wasn't to play 7 years. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I was finally able to get over the hump, and I'm in this and I'm making money. And I was just like, yo, I can't have been able to, God didn't bless me for this just so I can sit up here and be like, look at me, yo, I made it. So I did that, and that was like I was scared as hell to do it, and I still did it, and I was very proud of myself. And then my playing career, that was the moment that I'm most proud of in my whole career. Afterwards, there's 2 moments. Number one is here at Uninterrupted, we did a film called These Hands. And it's basically about showing young Black kids that expand your horizons outside of, you know, playing ball or, you know, acting or like entertainment, which is, you know, what we was fed. Not to say that's all we could have did. We wanted to do it, but it was like, because that's all we seen. That's what they showed us people like us could do. And so we did this film, and I got to do it with my son, who I'm the dad, he's the son, even in the film. And to be able to do something that has so much meaning with my son, that was like, that's number one, like, experience for me. Yeah. The number 3 is my company. Like, being able to get this company off after, you know, being in the lab with it for 10 years or, you know, 5 to 10 years, me and my partner, like, that's like, you know, I get chills thinking about like, damn, we really doing this. Coming from the being on the couch, you know, selling my sneakers to this, that's where it's like, yo, that's dope.
That's special.
When did you know you wanted to be a businessman? As far as just like, I wanna get to the point where I don't have to depend on.
Well, he went to school. You went to school at Columbia Business College.
Well, I was in the
playing,
league.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's also like they ask you what you want to major in.
Right,
like you're asked that 30 times.
Like,
people ask you every day. Well, what do you want to study? What do you want to? It's a bunch of niggas that play ball that just be like, give me something.
Right.
So he could have been like, give me this, learned it all, and been like, bro, I don't even want to do business.
Right.
I didn't know if it was one of them things, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was the idea of like, I don't like things being taken from me that I work for. And in sports, as an athlete, you know, I come from a family of athletes. My brother played, my dad played, cousins played, all of that. And I'm watching the process of when people get done, there's like no opportunity for you to kind of continue on that. It's like, oh, we done with you. And I didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? So my granddad, he did a lot of business. And so I would always kind of look up to him, and he would always kind of give me game that way. But when I was playing, in college, I was like, yo, I'm trying to go to the league like everybody else. I want to be a first-round draft pick.
Exactly.
I want the cars. I want to be able to, you know, hit live and get a table and all that kind of stuff, you know? But it was like, after going through all of that, after I got done with college, I'm like, all right, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like, I'm not letting nobody take this from me. So everything I'm doing now, when I do the media, anything, like, I'm always thinking about it. Like, if I'm putting my time into it, I don't want somebody else to take it from me. I need to be in control of it. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be where, because you decide they don't like me no more, I can't feed my kids. I'm not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? So football was the same way. So when I was playing, it was like, they're going to pull this rug from me at some point. So I'm going to make sure I do what I do to keep it. But at the same time, if they do it, I'm not going to be asked out again. I'm not going to.
And don't be, I don't like the saltiness. Like, when people get salty about it. Because it's like, you got to understand. Like me, I understood business. Like, when they wasn't giving me contracts and everybody was talking about my surgeries and all that, I'm like, though I don't like it, I feel like it's unfair. I get it.
Right. It's the
I'm
game.
a businessman. I'm like, yeah, give me the kid that's healthy, that's 20 years old and can jump the same height, and he actually can learn some new tricks.
And he's probably cheaper.
Yeah,
you know,
that on a rookie scale or undrafted or whatever, I can just pick him up, and this man is 19, jump out the gym, and I could teach him to be Iman if I want to. Like, that's what they thinking, and it's like, you can't hate it. You got to just, again, take the cards and be like, how I'm gonna run it. Like, how do I continue to march? That's why I'm like listening to it, and I'm like, bro, that's my whole mentality.
And it's got to be.
Like, people be like, bro, you not hooping no more? I'm like, nah, I still hoop. Like, I still, like, I'm like, I can't turn off that I like basketball. Like, I just, like, I'll be walking and just pull up and hoop with y'all. Like, I love hoop, but I'm like, I'm going to take other opportunities because I'm the same way where I was nervous of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all can't just be like, oh, yeah, the ball's just going to stop bouncing. I'm like, what?
Right. And that's why this is dope. Like, Uninterrupted, the More Than an Athlete, I mean, that's what made me come here. Because I'm like, yo, that really, to your point, I seen the worst of it. You know what I'm saying? I seen what happens when people don't know that that's a message that they need to understand. And the dopest part was like, yo, Mav, I'm hounding him. I'm in the text like, yo, I just want to come intern. Meet me for a coffee. This is while I'm in the league. And he probably looking at me like, yo, this dude is crazy. Like, y'all 1-31. You need to be going to run some football. Right. You know what I'm saying? But he opened the doors, like, pulled the curtain back and was like, yo, come in. You can help here. But he showed me, like, he didn't limit, like, my view into it. And it was the most important thing for my career, because it's like, there's not many places you get to actually learn, right? Hands-on learning, but also it plays into what your point is, what you're passionate about, of like, people gonna look at you. There's people that's looking, young hoopers that's like, yo, look what Iman and his brother Ahrii is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're gonna take it to a new level.
Exactly.
And that's always what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me show that you can win the opportunity in a lifetime of the opportunity, that the ball is going to stop bouncing. Like, we all get old. Sports is a marriage that's guaranteed to end the divorce. So what are you going to do in the moment to make sure you can keep going? You can use it, or it can use you. There's no in between. Right? And so that was my whole thing. Like, and I'm still trying to activate on that now. You know what I mean?
That's a beautiful thing, especially being able to do it with a helmet.
Yep.
Like we talked about before, y'all are not as visible.
Yeah.
And that's dope. That time when you saying the injustice shit going on, there was a time in Cleveland, dog, that you remember that when we was supposed to kneel, and we had a conversation, and as a team, they decided like we can't do that. So I just stayed in the back during, but I was mad as boy. I felt like we had, and it sucks because it's like I put the pressure damn near on Braun, just because I'm like, bro, you the number one person, you need to kneel, like you need to violate, like completely. Like I felt like that. And I'm like, gee, we gonna ride, like but it gotta be like we all do it and you do it last or some shit. I don't know what it gotta be, or you do it first and then I don't care. But I felt like that, like that nervous moment that you was talking about, I hated how divided that feeling was. Like that tore me up that we're in locker rooms and this is something that's life or death. And there's guys that because of a contract complication or because of, injury history or something like that, guys are literally scared to stand with their heart. You know what I'm saying? They're thinking about the decision, like the league might be off me after this.
And do you think that's bad though? Do you think that's the wrong way to do it?
It's scary to think that we in a world where there's that much control. We're still talking about that rug. We're still talking about that rug. It's like if we all was standing on our own and it was just like, you get what I'm saying? Like we all had somewhere nobody felt like they would ever be like that once they got in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how we create that. I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm just saying that feeling was the scare. I remember that feeling.
That anxiety
of everybody. Like it's a game now and we're all like, it's so much pressure. Like everybody wants to see what we gonna do. And I'm like, gee, I want to pull it with these. I'm willing to do whatever y'all trying to do, but I'm definitely not trying to do it and look like an outcast. If y'all make me look like an outcast, I'm definitely pulling it with y'all in this locker room.
You know what's wild? When I did it with me, it was supposed to be a bunch of us.
Yeah, that's why
it was supposed to be a bunch of us on my team and the other team. And when it came down,
Bron
I was the only one who
Bron
walked
was like,
out.
either we all do it or we all don't. And he was like, honestly, if you feel too upset in your heart, I'd rather y'all just stay in the back. You know what I'm saying? So he gave us I just don't.
Out.
Yeah, he was like, I understand the feeling, but it was just scary to see how do we have 3-4 different decisions to make?
I think that's
it was tweaking me out.
It's interesting because everybody
got their own shit,
and everybody like that feeling you describing.
Yeah, everybody felt it.
But it's interesting because it's like now I'm getting it from your angle, and it's like, no, that's not how I felt. But I would feel that same way if I was in your shoes. Like I was mad as fuck that this is supposed to be the moment everybody's supposed to be unified.
And
it seemed like just because of the moment, now everybody's getting divided all over again.
Yeah, that's what was scary. It's like the shit that we're talking about coming together. Like it's so easy for a nigga to hashtag.
Yeah.
That hashtag was cool, but once Colin Kaepernick got in trouble for the shit,
it was like,
everybody was like, "Woo, we ain't on that. Like we don't want to be part. Woo, woo." And I was just like, "Gee, that is scary as hell."
It's deep.
It's deep.
It's deep, especially in the locker room because I think we get, especially in football, like you get people from all over. Like I said, my man,
because moms want to help,
right? And everybody wants to help, and everybody wants to. And we so used to like always pushing towards the same goal. Like we come from different worlds, we think different, but all of our focus is always on if we win the championships, wins, and so we always align. And when these moments happen, it's like you start to see that, like, oh, maybe we all don't think the same, and I don't argue with God. I never fault anybody for not doing nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because to your point, like. Somebody don't want to go live back on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
They've been through a lot. Their whole family is
leaning on them, waiting on
brothers.
them to win.
You know what I'm saying? So this isn't a decision just because I feel it in my heart.
Right.
Because your aunt who got to have her bills paid because she depending on you, she not going to understand that when the lights get cut out, if that is the case, right? So I tell everyone like, yo, I would tell the guys, I told them in that moment, I'm like, yo, if you feel anything in your heart that you're nervous about this, do not do it. Do not feel pressure. And even when everyone started kneeling, it was the same thing because I understand the importance of being able to speak out. And because it's okay with me, I don't know what your situation is.
Right.
And I know I'm going to be all right. And especially in the moment when I did it, I was on the other side of my big deal. So if they would have cut me in that moment, like which is the worst case, right?
I would have been
like,
I got my money coming in. And I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to start this company. I'm trying to do these things. Everybody's situation was different.
Wasn't like that.
And you don't get to the NBA in 2 years. Like you played college or you play. That thing starts when you're 7, right? And there's a lot of people involved in that. There's uncles and there's moms and there's aunts and there's grandmas. And that takes a 20-year process that people in the public being like, oh, you should have went and kneeled. No, it's not that easy. And you don't get all the other things that got to be considered when making these decisions.
But that's what was scary. It was like, bro, the fact that all of that happened and like we were saying, we're thinking, boom, this happens, the NBA understands. They should have sent out a fucking memorandum. Everybody kneel.
They didn't want it.
Like, that's what blew me. I'm like, what's bigger? That's what blew me. And I put a lot of pressure on like guys and didn't like it was crazy when you said it. Like I was like getting a different perspective. Like he said, I was seeing the other side when it was like, damn, I remember in that moment being like, I can't believe, like, y'all don't want to ride, G? I want to turn shit up. Like, I want a box.
Right. It's time.
And then it was like, damn, life hit again where you like, this guy's got this situation.
Yep.
This guy's got this situation. This guy's dad is a police officer.
Or that's all.
This guy's married to a police officer. Like, it's all type of shit that start coming up, and you start realizing, damn,
life is bigger than how you view it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Nah, that's real. It came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? For athletes, for everybody. Like, I remember in, you know, the 2014 with the I Can't Breathe, the Trayvon Martin, and it was like, yo, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Then the videos, you know, internet had been around for a long time, and the videos weren't circulating like they started in that moment. And so, to your point, people started just doing what they felt like in their heart in the moment was to do. And sometimes that had a plan to it. Sometimes it didn't. And as you go on, and especially as it pertains to the league, I remember being in the locker room and having them conversations with everybody, and everybody didn't agree that was the thing. Like, when I wore the T-shirt, and I didn't tell nobody, I wasn't like, the people that was supposed to do it with me knew. I didn't tell my coaches. I didn't tell the GM. I didn't tell the owner. I didn't tell, you know what I'm saying? There were some teammates that was looking at me crazy because they completely disagree. As a matter of fact, that's how me and Joe Thomas started our podcast, because our really kind of first in-depth conversation, we sat down at the lunch table after that, and we hadn't really talked. And he was like, walk me through what your thought process was. And so I went through it, and then he gave his perspective. And then I gave my perspective. And we sat there for like an hour going like, not combative. It was like, oh, yo, I get that.
Real
okay, I ain't think about it that way. Well, what about this? And I'm like, well, I think it this way. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about it that way. You know what I'm saying? And from there, it was like we started having those discussions from then on out. And that's why we got to the point where a podcast. But I'm saying all that to say, from the league perspective and how teams, like, everybody's response was different. I thought my ownership of the Browns was going to be pissed. And they kind of pulled me aside and was like, yo, we respect you. And that's what it was. Like, it was like,
oh, they didn't have a problem.
Nah, it wasn't like, no, yo, come down. They actually came out with a statement and said, we allow our players, you know, they have their own opinions, and we allow them to do that.
Right.
And again, behind the scenes, they was like, yo, we respect you. Like, it doesn't matter. They didn't come, it's not like, oh, whether we agree with you or not.
Right. They
we respect you in the way that you go about it, right? I didn't expect that. And that was, again, a benefit that I had that I don't think every player or every team.
That you were able to communicate it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody didn't have that. And so I think it became so big that, you know, like, everybody then had to figure out, quote unquote, what their plan is. Now,
see, I think that's why we was happy that I'm happy now that Bron stepped in to actually ask everybody what they wanted to do. By doing that, it just controlled the circus that would have happened. Because if one person, like, if you'd have left it to me and Kyrie young ass at that time,
right, you'd have did.
We'd have all did whatever was in our heart and just been like, bro, whatever deal with it, we'll take it. Like, it'll bring more attention, and then we'll have more of a conversation, so let's do it. Like, we was just like, all right, cool, bring it. Like, that's what we was on. We was just fed up in that type of moment, in that type of energy, and I was in a young headspace where I probably couldn't have handled the conversation. Like, I was very emotional in that time. I was like, bro, I don't like it. Y'all stay. I felt like they was bothering me all the time anyway growing up. I'm like, bro, I don't care for what y'all got going on. I've been in that story where y'all just slamming us on the hoods of cars, and it's like, bro, we ain't did shit.
Do you feel like he shielded y'all in that moment? Like,
yeah.
Because he's him, right? Like, he can take it on. He's used to it.
He understood that. Like, that's literally why he's Bron.
I kind of respect the fact that Bron will do something like that, though. We learned a lot within the last 2 years just about, you know, having those uncomfortable, you know, talks about race and, you know, even like sexism and, you know, what's going on in the NBA and shit like that. It's like, now we having those conversations, and we got podcasts to get them from different perspectives. Like, now you can get it from a GM perspective. Now you can get it from a president perspective. Now you got owners who are talking
business
about
owners and shit.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's all full circle.
Video game creators and shit.
Right. Let's get to that.
You know what I'm saying? You got innovators,
Talk a little about, like, Status Pro and the partnership with the NFL.
Yeah, so Status Pro is a sports tech and gaming company, and we make essentially 3D simulations in VR, actually any output, but basically we could take the data that NFL players, every NFL player wears a chip in their shoulder pads. And it tells you where they're at on the field at any given time, right? So think about it as like a bunch of lines. If I run a slant, it's a line. We can take that data and recreate a 3D play, like a Madden play, right? Or like, virtual characters. And we were doing that with the training product first. So teams would use that and we could say, hey, here's what the Packers did last week, Bears. Check this out. Now your players, we could put it on a big wall and they can see exactly how the safety is going to blitz, exactly how the D-line is going to line up or whatever. And we put in a headset too, an AR headset or a VR headset. And players would get in it and they was like, yo, this is fun. They it was like basically virtual film. And we're like, yo, if a player who's doing football all day long, and again, I can tell you, that ain't fun, right? Like it's work. You working, you watching film and all this stuff. If they putting this on and they having fun, imagine what a fan is going to think who has never seen the game from this perspective. And so for the last 3 years, we was like, yo, man, let's.
Oh, wait. So this was literally for training.
Yeah. It started off for training. Yep.
So you was just trying to get a quick little deal with the NFL, like, yo, we gonna do this.
It was like we was doing it with teams, and me and my co-founder met in 16 or 17. On some I was doing it while I was in the league. It's why I went back to Columbia because I was like, yo, I got this idea for a company. And essentially, my older brother played in the league. When he got done, he wanted to go into coaching. And they told him, you don't have enough experience. I'm like, okay, cool. You don't have enough experience, but that's crazy. You can be the 1% of the 1% that make it to a certain height, and then you don't have enough experience to actually affect that industry no more. And so I started building something, and I'm like, well, how do I make the fact that you actually did something the value? And so in that scenario, I'm like, it'd be dope if you had an app where he could give feedback, advice, mentorship to people that want to be in his shoes. Because someone who wants to play in the league as a DB, they're not going to tell my brother you don't have enough experience. They're not going to tell him, oh, you don't got enough experience to give me the game, all the game of the years of knowledge you got about the league and basketball. Somebody could value that and monetize it. So I was building that. And my partner, Troy, he was working for a training company that he was trying to do the same thing. He was trying to take the AR, VR technology into training. And so that's where we connected. And it's like, we know the game. We know how coaches think. We know how front office think. We know how all these things around the game, we're trying to use the value, what we're experts at, to affect it. And then it basically went into gaming where we're like, yo, the same way I can tell you about what it's like on the field, like anybody, I can show you better than I could tell you.
Right.
So what if we have something we can literally drop you in there and now you can see what it's like to play quarterback in the NFL. And so started off in training. Last 3 years, we're like, we want to do this. And we didn't think we were going to get an NFL partnership. We a startup. The only other video game that you really have you can play is Madden. And we're like, yo, there's no way they're going to give it to us. So we're going to keep developing it. We got the NFLPA involved. We got player rights. And we're just like, yo, maybe in 3-4 years when we show that this is dope and that people like it, they'll consider us. To make a long story short, we started having those conversations. And like I said, the no limits thing, me and my partner was like, yo, if we're going to do this, we made a decision at that moment. Like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it as big as we can. So we ain't putting this out until we get the NFL rights. And so it took 3 years of conversations, 2-3 years of conversations to convince, to build the team, to build the tech, to build the trust from the platforms like the Metas and the Sonys and all these things, because you're going into a completely new arena that on the surface of your resume, you running receiver routes don't qualify you to build a video game in a technology company. So we had to show and prove, put the time in, man. And yeah, here we are now. We the #1 VR game in the world for 2 weeks running.
Listening to him say that, I'm like, damn, bro. All the times that I'm sitting here thinking like, bro, what about the times that I'm just injured and I can't practice all week?
Yeah.
But I really do need reps.
Yep.
There go my reps.
That's it.
There's that's why I'm thinking about it. I'm like, bro, it's so many times that I'm trying to explain something to a kid and they just can't get it, or they need extra reps, but they need rest also on their body.
Yes.
So it's like, what if they could just literally put this headset on and they're literally seeing, like you said, it's a visual thing of being able to say, boom, I'm here. I'm second help and understanding the rotations and seeing where people go. So it's like, I don't know if they got chips on us and shit. I don't know if we got chips in the NBA. I don't know. You put a chip on Steph Curry if you want to, bro. Back to what we was talking about with the no limits. What made you feel like you had a right to win in the tech space? What made you feel like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a lot of stuff, but.
Yeah, because I was an expert at what I was talking about.
What made you feel like that?
Because
is that the
in
Kanye
the tech space,
mentality?
It's not the Kanye mentality, but it is like, everyone thinks like tech is scary to people, right? Like, oh, I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a this. I'm not a that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, we doing something that I am the de facto expert at. Like, nobody here can tell me what it's like on the NFL field because I've been there. I know what the mindset is. I come from a lineage of people that have been there. And so in anything, if I'm the expert at something, that's the beauty of tech. If you have an expertise and you can figure out an output in tech, you have a chance to win. And so I wasn't going in there trying to code myself. I wasn't going in there, trying to put us on Mars. I don't know shit about Mars. I don't know how to get to space. You talk about you don't even think it's real. I can't explain to you why it's real or not. It's not my area. But when it comes to on a football field, we're doing an output where we're trying to get somebody through an experience of what it's like. And I can go in there and say, this is wrong, this is right, definitively. This isn't an opinion. This isn't I think, no, I've been there. I know what that feels like. I'm getting chills thinking about it. I know what it's like going across the middle. I understand those things. And so that's why I felt like it wasn't so much about me thinking I could win in tech. This is another output of my expertise. This is my experience. And I think everybody's experience is what makes them experts. I don't listen to people.
It's that use them or they use you mentality.
Yeah, because I've been there. This is what I know. I'm qualified here. If I'm not qualified nowhere else, I'm qualified here. I don't listen to people that haven't done the thing that they're an expert at. You know what I'm saying? Because now there's a hole. There's a hole in what you're talking about.
There's a gap.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And you've had coaches, and again, you could be a great coach that never done something, but you got to put the time in.
Oh no, but there's that moment where the coach and the player get into it
every time because it's like, yo, just in and out them. You ever tried to get off on Jalen Ramsey? It's not so easy just to use. I'm telling you, this man is mad. He's over here like a maniac. Mad. He is not. It's not.
Hawk over here on the sidelines doing like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, God damn.
They like, oh, just you kind of set him outside. I'm like, yo, Richard Sherman does not try. He's not trying to hear what you're talking about. It's not that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Like when D'Antoni threw his hands up and looked at me when Kobe was getting off. I'm like, boy, if you don't
exactly. Like, yo, just force some. Like, what?
You
go force Kobe left.
Man, Mike D'Antoni, that man just threw it off the glass and passed that bitch to the corner, man. Go on, son. Like, go playing with me. The man stepped through a trap, threw it off the glass.
I saw
to the corner, the pal, knock it down. Like, bro, all right, sweaty. You talking about? Coach, what you mean? You ever got out here? Coach, go put them on and show me you can do this like
show me somebody.
Man. Show me that. Yes,
you got somebody to do it?
Show me the footage of somebody doing that when that man's doing that, and I'm with it, man. Or show me something that you can do that.
Right.
But when you demand it out of me, like you got to be able to do it. Like I used to like when coaches do that. Like they get out there and bust a move. D-Fish, shout out to D-Fish, he used to do it. Coach Wilson Mike Woody used to do it. He'll just get out there and just right. I'm like, oh, okay.
I see you.
I could put it in my head that maybe I should be doing a little something that you should be doing. But what do you go out there and do that and then pull a shot and try and shoot a shot?
Nah, for real.
I used to just strip him every once in a while.
You could also be there, like you could not have done it, but know it. But that takes an extra amount of like expertise and time you put into it. Like Belichick is the best coach, not because he played in the NFL. There's nobody who studies it like him. He puts the amount of time in that it don't matter if you play. You ain't out coaching Belichick. Yeah. He knows. He sees
a football time.
And he's got a timeless. He has like a timeless blueprint for how he attacks.
He knows
like,
it.
It's like you kind of know it's coming and you can't stop it.
He's an expert at what he does, which is the beauty when you to even bring it back full circle. Right. I was an expert at what we're doing.
The ultimate goals in the business world. What are they?
Ultimate goals in the business world. Damn, that's a good one. I probably should have a better answer prepared there. I don't have one. I'm just going, man. Now it's like I really do just want to like continue just to break.
That's why I was asking. I was asking because it seems like your goal was to get a company.
Yeah. That was my.
Now it's probably like, best video, cool.
Let's just keep going.
That's what I'm saying. I just didn't know if you were setting these short terms or if you just pushing.
Yeah, I'm just pushing, man. I think it's just I like to turn stuff on his head of like, I mean, you've been stereotyped as an athlete or where you come from and what you can't do, and it's like I want to try to do that other way. So even with my company, there's like 47 of my team. I got an incredible team at StatusPro. 47 of the 47.
You got 47 people under you?
47 people.
You employ 47 people?
Yeah, on the team. Oh, I appreciate that, man.
Give him some applause, man. That man employed 47 people.
Creating jobs.
Man.
Creating jobs and opportunity for people,
but it's
man.
Them. It's them. It's like, yo, that's a responsibility that they like, yo, we trust you and my partner, Troy. Shout out to StatusPro TJ. But like, we trust you guys to put us in these scenarios and situations and opportunities to win. And we got, of that, 24 are former college athletes. So we got former softball players, volleyball players, basketball players, football players that are also engineers that went to school and say, you know what, I want to do computer science or marketing or what have you. And
dual experience.
And I want to show that gives us an advantage because we're building sports experiences from athletes' eyes. So they have an expertise in engineering and that. And then we got the people from EA Sports and that have been at like 2Ks and all these that have built sports games in their careers. And now they're the experts there. We've been able to bring them into a room. And the whole idea was like, yo, if you bring all the experts and you don't, push out anybody who has an expertise that is valuable, you could build something new and cool. And that's what we've been doing. So I want to keep building that. And hopefully I get to a spot where, even the young Iman and Ahrii's is like, yo, that's a dope company. I love hoops and I'm going to go do it here. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm going to buy the game.
All right, that's love, man.
I'm definitely gonna have to see what it's talking
about.
What
platform?
I ain't virtual reality.
It's dope.
What platforms?
We on the Oculus Quest, and PlayStation VR.
Oh yeah, that's all you had to say.
Oculus
There you go.
Quest.
That's a whole nother VR system.
I got an Oculus.
You have an Oculus?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's the?
That's the name of the system.
I think I got.
Quest.
It's not a Quest.
You might have an older one.
Oculus.
You might have an older.
There's an Oculus Quest 1 and 2. There's an Oculus Rift, which is the older one.
I think he got the Oculus 3. I gotta see if it's on there. If not, I'll go get
whatever
one I need to play.
Yeah.
Or can I get a PlayStation VR? Does it
It's
go on
easier
my
for
PS5?
the PlayStation is easy.
It connects to the PS5. Okay, I need that one.
Yeah.
So you on PS5?
I'm on the PSVR, not the PS5 yet, but PS4.
Yeah, it's still
on the 4.
PS4. It hasn't converted. They're gonna do a whole nother.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been doing his research. See,
He a game head.
He a game head. So he know. Okay.
Video games, comic books.
Yeah. But he gonna rock with it then.
He looking like.
And then we're gonna do that.
Like this is a business.
Comic book man over here. For you, what do you feel like the lessons that having black kids like?
Yeah.
What's the lessons that you have to instill in your kids, especially you still got a son?
Yeah.
I'm not as fortunate yet to have a son.
I got twin daughters too, so I'm a girl dad.
Oh, no. I'm girl dadded up. I'm just when we talk about the injustices being black in America, not to say it's not as hard on a female.
Right.
I'm just saying I know there's son conversations.
Yeah.
What age do you do it? Like how? Like
damn. Yeah. That's
or talk about
tough.
the differences, like because you do have.
That's what I'm saying.
sides.
You got a female and a young male to shape, so it's like
and you know what's
two
crazy?
Females, my bad. You got two.
Yeah.
Damn, same age too. Damn, you got
Twins,
you actually got a tough little.
he
He
got
got a little tough little thing going on there, man. Little situation over there, man.
He got a little unit.
Little
pockets,
thick unit.
Yeah, that little man.
Yeah, I got it. Now you know why I'm working so much. Oh, you got to. Okay.
Oh man,
that
you round that finger, boy. They got you time rounded. I already see how it's going over there. One boy, so he feel like he the one.
Yeah.
But he got to get in trouble for everything. They gonna argue and then overprotect.
I seen his son a couple times. He don't look like a troublemaker.
Nah, he be chilling, man.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying if all three kids is upstairs playing, it's definitely his fault.
He get in trouble. He got to wear all the trouble.
He taking all the trouble.
You know better.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The little girls whip up some tears. It's my bad, baby. I want the baby. Come here, baby.
See, that's why I can't trust you.
But the injustices in America.
He ate and he just
he just got to wear it.
The conversations. Have you already started with those conversations?
You know what I'm saying? I think when stuff started, like, the 2020 is where, he 8 years old at that age. You know what I'm saying? That's where it was like, okay, we got to really start to have some of these conversations. But it is funny because beyond the fact, like, you talked about the difference between, a young black boy and a young black girl. But then also, he's growing up in a different environment than I am, I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have much growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not his reality. So he's going to have access to certain schools, certain areas. Now, that doesn't rid him of, the potential things that could come to him. So, yeah, you got to have a conversation. But I feel like even as a man, like, I'm still trying to find a nuance in, like, what my reality was ain't your reality. You know what I'm saying? So I started having those conversations when he was 8, kind of like when 2020 kind of all went off and you couldn't really get away from it, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just something that was on social media or the adult shows. had on Nickelodeon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it's everywhere.
Now they asking certain questions. I remember the first moment that it kind of like, because it's like this balance of like giving them information but not crippling them, not thinking that this is a thing. You know what I mean? Like, yo.
It's like, I also want to shield you from
I want to shield you from it. I want you to also be able to know and feel you can walk into any room or and you are it, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I give you the history, like when I was a kid, I got the history and it made me think like, oh, we must not be. And that wasn't the case. That wasn't the reality. Yeah. But it was the way it came to me. I didn't know any better. So I'm trying to shield him from that. But I showed him Remember the Titans. The movie.
Love that movie. Wow.
Great movie, right? And I'm like, yo, he a biggest football head I ever met. I'm like, yo, he gonna love this. I give it to him, bruh. This man hated that movie. He was like 6 or 7, but it didn't dawn on me like, you don't know none of these themes. You don't know why the black and white kids can't play together. You don't know why they treating the black people bad. And he was like, yo, don't ever show me that movie ever again.
You don't even know the song.
And I wasn't even thinking. I'm just like, yo, you gonna love a football. This is a great, it's my favorite movie of all time. It was like because it was like his first moment of like knowing what race was. Like, wait a minute. So they didn't want him to play just because he had skin like ours?
That's how my son is.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make sense to him.
It's legit to them. It's legit stupid. Like it makes no
dumb.
sense. Yeah. Like they're like, what the fuck is this? Like is it
wait,
made up?
What?
Yeah. That's how he looks at shit.
And you know, and he's exposed to like, you know, like, wait a minute. They said we couldn't play football good. That's not his reality or basketball.
He like, we raw as hell.
Like, wait a minute. They ain't never seen Iman Shumpert play.
I get what you saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. He hated it, you know? But it was like, and that was the moment where it started to click for me. Like, oh, yo, I got to make sure I got to come with a game plan of how we going to do this. And to be honest, as a dad, I'm still figuring it out. You know what I mean? The world going to show him at some page.
That's the best answer.
I ain't an expert. You know, I'm figuring it out. You know what I mean?
And honestly,
we all figuring it out.
That's what I feel like.
All winging it.
But I feel like that's like a shock, especially like for black fathers. Like when you get to a point where it's like, now your kids are so far removed from what you already know and what you're rooted in. You kind of have to re-explain all of this and kind of recondition them to everything you know, just so you're not just barking down at them about shit they don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
Right? Like I always tell my son, like, man, like when he got papers and shit to write, I'm just like, bro, all y'all got to do is go home, you get on your phone, you can get on the internet and get all the information you need.
Right.
And don't have to leave the living room.
He's like, yeah, duh.
Yeah. And he was just looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, and I'm like, no, bro, you don't understand. When I had a book report.
You got to go to the library.
Got to go to the library.
You got to find the right book. You got to turn, find the right chapter.
You got to read the motherfucker.
You got to read it to know where it's at.
Then you got to take notes. Then you got to do this. And that's a whole day. And I'm like, don't have them cite your shit and make sure you got to have resources. And you got to look at the fish machine. He like, what the fuck is, like, what is that? I'm like, it's a big-ass machine with a big-ass screen. And you look up old newspaper articles on it. He was just like, why would you do that? He was just like, why would you do that when you could? Right. And I'm like, man, this is fucked up. Like it's super fucked up. Because it's so quick. He doesn't have, he doesn't really have to think about it. And it really, crazy, and it bothers me. Well, it bothered me up until that point because then I didn't understand. Like he's disconnected. Yep. It's not that he's just shaming it or being like, why didn't y'all just do this or that's stupid. He doesn't really understand it because he's never had to deal with it.
Yep. It's crazy. Junie. And she's so smart. She understands like when people slight, like she sees videos on TikTok and she tries to like understand it. And I'm where you are, where I'm like, this is a little girl. Is she supposed to?
Right.
Am I supposed to like tell her? So I like try and give her moments to like. I'm like, I want to walk you in the door, but I kind of don't want to say something because it's that shit that you say where it's like, she's not a 7-year-old boy in Oak Park dribbling a basketball looking like how I was looking. Like she just not that. Like I don't think they're gonna do like we don't even I was thinking about this. I'm like, bro, think about how young we were walking around the neighborhood dolo. Like we was on bikes, no phone.
I be feeling like am I crippling? Am I crippling them? Because I was out.
Gee,
I was 7, 8, and out and about.
8 in the morning, my friends was knocking. Do. Hey, he up. Mr. Shumpert, get all right.
But it
no
also
basketball,
wasn't
we
a
out.
problem to go somewhere that we knew how to get to and all of that. So it was different.
Bro, it's
now,
the age.
No. I'm saying, but that's the thing. Back then, we didn't have phones. We didn't have all this shit to rely on to be like, yo, he's in trouble. He's not answering his phone.
Right.
Or
but it was probably just as dangerous though.
Oh yeah, it was more dangerous.
You thinking about.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. Like you had me riding I was trusted to ride my bike at 7. As long as I stayed within these 2-3 blocks, I'm allowed to ride my bike. I could get hit by a car. It's all type of stuff. But it's like
grip you up, take
these days, I won't even let Junie them leave the gated crib.
Nah, yeah. I lock the gates.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you need a car to get through them gates, kid. You ain't finna just be leaving in and about this
it's
house.
Crazy. It's
I
a
need
different
to know
time.
where you at. I need to know, baby.
Well, it's different. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, it's different. We know too many documentaries about serial killers and shit.
Yeah.
Just
I wanted to, before because we got to start wrapping up soon, but I didn't get to touch on the concussions. Do you ever think about not letting your son play football?
You know what I'm saying? I think you go through the ebbs and flows, and I think it is back to the topic of you kind of figure it out as you go. Like I told you, my son, I'm not kidding, dog. Like loves it. Like
it's in him.
Football, like right now, I bet you if I FaceTimed him, he'd be holding a football right now.
Or
and it's to the point, or something. Like he's on his fantasy football app, he playing Madden, he like, this is 24/7 his whole life. And it's not because I push him there. Because I'm not that. This is just, dad did it and he just, and exposed to it from the jump. It's just what he knows. And so now it's to the point where, again, when me and my brothers and them played, we felt like we wasn't going to be able to go to college unless we played football, right? And we know we needed to get to college. We know we needed to move up out the crib. And we knew we needed to make a life. And college was going to help us do that. Now, as far as the NFL, that was like icing on the cake. But it was like, bare minimum, we got to play to get school paid for. That's not going to be my kid's reality, right? And I knew that. And as we kind of go through it, it's like, okay, well, he's not going to have to make that decision. So I'm not going to push him in any direction. I'm not going to, push him away because, I love football. Football changed my family's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for him, it's to the point now where he don't play tackle now. He's 10. But if I ever made the decision for him not, like, yo, you can't play football, I honestly feel like it will affect our relationship as father and son for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? So that's a tough situation to be in. Not that I want to or don't want to, but he is so in it. Like, my thing is always like, yo, you're going to have to get to a point where you're going to have to make this decision. All I can do is give you all the information that I now know that I didn't have as a kid, or my brother didn't have, or my dad didn't have. Now we have all the information. And I'm going to be a parent, and I'm going to do what's best in those moments. You know what I'm saying? Where I was playing football at 7, it's different. I'm like, you don't need to. Like, this is how you get skill. He plays flag, and flag football is huge, and all these things. But honestly, it's me and my wife talk about it. Like, yo, he's probably gonna get to an age where we're gonna let him make the decision. And the beauty of it is, football players are born; they're not made, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So something you got to opt into when you get out there. You either gonna opt in or you gonna opt out, right? So, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. But it's tough for because we all love the game. You know what I'm saying? It's done so much for us. And if I could go back, I would do it again. You know what I mean? Changed my life. It was awesome. It was dope. I love the game of football. Yo.
So your real opinion is
no.
No.
He like, my son playing. That's basically what he just told y'all in so many words. I don't know what y'all kids doing. My son's playing.
If I called my son right now and said, like,
my boys,
he would start crying on the phone. He would start crying on the phone.
I feel it. But I'm saying is that, are you happy about that, knowing what you've gone through health-wise and all that? Is that a proud moment for you, saying my son understands all this and he still wants to follow in my footsteps of playing in the league, or not even my footsteps per se, but just wanting to do this, be a part of the same fraternity I was a part of?
My son, I hope he subscribes to the fraternity that we talked about of, like, playing is not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? And our These Hands film is like, yo, you could be the owner. You know what I mean? Nobody told me that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not what I thought was possible.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of stuff we on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that even if these moments, because we all want to be superheroes when we're kids, we all want to play in the NBA, we all want to play in the NFL, it would be a travesty for him to think that's the end all be all of what he is as a person. You know, my nephews all play. I got nephews playing Division I football. nephews in high school that got Division I offers. My cousins, I'm not kidding. Like, we are one of, like,
many.
You know, we are one of, like, we have like 25 Division I players in my family of football. We got like 10 NFL players. Like, this is the family business,
right?
For real. You know what I'm saying? And we understand it, and we're born to be good at it. That's just the reality of where we are. That's not everybody's reality. You know what I mean? But it is for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So now it's me trying to take it to a different level, and hopefully my kids in the next generation get the benefit from that. Where, like I said, we didn't have a choice. They've got a choice. That's a win.
Word. That's a win within itself.
For real.
Helmet off for my guy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we like to ask all our guests this question, and my brother thought of it, so I'm going to let him ask.
Yeah, we can ask, what are you improving on right now in your life? Or what do you want to improve on right now in your life?
Balance.
Yeah.
I work too damn much.
Yeah. That's a common thing.
Yeah, I work way too much.
But are you like a spend the night type worker? Like, you just work all day and all night, or you're one of those like mean workers who people just don't like dealing with because you're too busy?
I think probably somewhere in between there. I wake up early, I go to bed late, and I do it all over again. I've been doing it for years. And there's a downside to everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other things suffer when you have that kind. So I'm like, as I'm going, I'm trying to get better at balancing other things that don't involve me trying to achieve all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
I don't know. I think I gave up the balance.
Yeah, you ain't with it no more? You just settled into who you are? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I think for a while I damn near like put it on my wife because she was doing the same thing where I felt like she's taking all these opportunities and doing this, and then it's like you look at all these negative things, and then it's like, bro, there's a negative to everything.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at, when I see the positives, I'll just look at it like, you know what? The positives is better, bro. Like, working is hard, flying here, new opportunity here. It's like constantly feeling alive and feeling like it's something else to do. It's always another mission. And your kids seeing that and like seeing it. Like, I used to not want to take my kids everywhere and do all this, but it's like, nah, they need to see it.
Yeah.
Like, you need to see it. You need to see me gone for this long, and I come back, and I'm super happy to see you, and we go do this and do that. And then he's like, oh, daddy got to go to work, or oh, mommy got to go here. So y'all got to stay here for a little bit, and then you going to meet me in L.A. And, like, my kids are homeschooled, but Junie understands things, and I'm realizing it's going to help her. She's going to see getting money as I have to take my time and invest it somewhere, and then I can create money.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of people that don't get that because somebody spent a lot of time with them. They showed them a lot of love, but now you just know love in a room. You can sit at the crib all day, and that's a great day. And it's like, bro, it's a two different sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with me, I think I'm now cool with the workaholic shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm looking.
It really is a workaholic though. It's not like a term like you really addicted to work.
Real talk.
That's
I don't
how
think
I
it's
kind
an
of feel
issue
a little
anymore.
bit. You don't think it's an issue?
I think
somebody asked my kids, they had to do something, and they're homeschooled too, but somebody asked like, oh, what does your dad do for fun? And they all said in unison, work. And I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Because that's not
the answer you want to hear.
That's not the, you know what I'm saying?
You're like, I'm a fun guy. Like,
you know what I mean?
Talking about, bro? Like, what about what I took?
I don't know.
It
made me feel. I don't know what it was, but it was like, damn, I don't know if I like that answer. I don't know if I like that my kids look at me and they're like, yo, all you do is work. And they don't say it in a bad way. They're not saying it like, oh, you never do, because I play with them. They there all the time. I'm working from the crib most times.
That's what I'm saying. You work within that.
But it is like,
they recognize
they're going to get older, and they're going to be like, oh, there's certain things we didn't do because
this nigga was at work.
This nigga was working. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm most scared of.
And that's a scary place.
Some
so it's
crazy shit happening, and then, like my kid being like, yo, like, cause you weren't there for me. Or them telling me like,
type shit.
They got some weird life struggle, and it's like, man, you wasn't there for me. Or I tried to come to you and you was doing X, Y, Z. And it's just like,
man.
I think that's the balance though.
That's the balance I'm trying to make sure I hit.
Me and my wife do the same shit where we really will feel bad. Like I feel Tia be like, yo, I was gone for 2 days, but you was gone you've been gone a week doing your woo. I was gone these 2 days, but I'm not gonna be able to come back like I was supposed to come back. So I feel like the kids have gone too many days without both parents there. And we like, we panicking like, damn, we doing it again. Like we working too much. And it just gets to the point where you got to have that open dialogue and a communication with your kid. Like, lucky for us, Junie's so much older now.
Yeah.
And she just want to be grown so bad.
Yeah.
But she just be on the FaceTime just like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so what's the job have to do today? And it's like,
Right.
at least she knows
Yeah,
the
yeah.
route. Like, he has to do this. Mommy
Mhm.
has
See,
to
he
do
got
this.
yeah. You dealing with understanding. Like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
kids don't understand. Like I can't explain.
I'm just saying I get in
Right.
trouble for it too. Like, she still does this. Dad, now you was working all day.
Right.
I want to go to the park. But she
Mhm.
does that because she's like, nah, like, dude, I gave you ample amount of time. If you ain't
Right.
get that job done,
Then
that's
it
all
ain't
you.
gonna get judged. Like, we got to do what we got to
Exactly.
do. Yeah,
And
that's real.
that balance just because I love that the balance usually comes with just a conversation with somebody. Like, it comes with a podcast conversation.
Yeah, no, not for
Uninterrupted.
Me. Still gotta do it.
Every show, man, we tap in with the fans on social media to ask some of their burning questions that they don't get to ask. Ari, what we got today?
Today we got the listener question from IG at NK Brooker 83. They want to know, Hawk, which teammates or coaches or mentors do you credit most of your success in your career to?
Teammates, coaches, or mentors. My older brother, Artrell, who kind of gave me the blueprint. I would love to say I'm smart enough to figure all this out, but he got to live my life 10 years ahead of me, so I can just see, oh, do this, don't do that, do this. So he really gave me the game. And then on the career side, like I said, probably Mav Carter, just because he opened the doors up and was like, and that's not easy either. Like, people don't just give you the opportunity to like, yo, come in and this is how we rocking over this side.
And let you do it the way
and
you
let
want
you
to.
do it. It's like, yo, I think you have an expertise here because on paper it didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yeah, nah, you got something. And he allowed me to kind of come in and kind of learn the ropes and do my thing. And I mean, no, I'm not even just saying that. Like, it put me in the position I'm in today. I wouldn't be here, like, in this spot with my company if it wasn't for Mav opening them doors for me that way.
For you, Iman, same question. Which mentors or teammates do you credit your success to the most?
I'd say
one got to be Woody.
I mean, Woody definitely. That was one of the only people I felt like because I wasn't all the way. I wanted to play point guard. If Woody would have left me at point guard, and literally, if they'd have really let me just figure out a position and say, this is how we need you to play, and you could play like this for 4 years, like, if I would have got that from anybody, I would have just been happy. But I never ended up getting that. But Woody was definitely one of the only people that I felt like, not one of the only of the pro coaches that could deal with my mental. I felt like he had a really good way of communicating to me and challenging me and understanding how to bring the dog out. You know what I'm saying? Like, understanding, like, nah, like, I may not be able to yell at everybody else, but in the game, I could challenge him on and say, that you know what I'm saying? Like, he better not score no more. I don't want to hear nothing else. Then you ain't got no more responsibility. Just don't let dude score no more. Like, he knew how to do that to me and make it like, if dude kill us today, it's because Iman didn't feel like hooping today.
Yeah.
Like, because we ain't had a problem out of him yet. So, Iman, do you feel like hooping today? Like, he'll make it like that, and it's like, I love that type of challenge where it's like, nah, dog, do your job. Yeah, it's on me, bro. Like, and if I fuck up, shut up in practice and go hard, bro. Just shut up, because you ain't do shit today. Like, we gave you your moment, you ain't do shit. Like, I always love that. So I say Woody for that, and then player-wise, Melo and Jason Kidd. Melo was just that he had me under his wing when I first got in the league. So financially, he had those conversations with me.
Yeah.
Understanding the business side, understanding, like, he walked me through what happened to him when he got in the fight when they was in the Garden, when he was playing for the Nuggets. Like, he just broke down so many different situations and made, to me, Melo was just a basketball player. Like, I never really dove into his interviews or anything. Like, I didn't know him like that. I just knew he could hoop. And it was like, that was my first time of saying, damn, he's making me, like, he like, no, you coming to the gym early with me. And I'm thinking it's just like rookie duty shit. Like, whatever.
Right.
But he was developing my mind saying, no, we get here early. You get in the cold tub. You do this with your body. Like, I'm on year, what was Melo on, like year 8, 9 when I first got there? I can't remember. what was he on? 8, yeah, year 8.
Mhm.
So he's like teaching me, you gotta have a routine, you gotta take care of your body. We
Mhm.
don't eat there no more. Like, yeah, that's quick, but just wake up an hour earlier so we can get down and get some quality breakfast in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
that's real, man.
Like, you need to get here and shoot this many shots before. Like, I'm on year 8 and I get here at this time shooting my shots before I lay on the table and get my body taken care of, and like just understanding how to be a professional. So it was like Melo. Yeah, like Melo and Jason Kidd preached that to me and was like, Melo was just the most hands-on and like, dog, you gonna do what I'm telling you.
Yeah, because I said so.
Yeah, bro. Like,
ain't no choice.
Yeah, like everybody else you don't really get a choice, bro. Like you're coming to the gym, and luckily I like to come to the gym early.
Right.
I wasn't tripping. But I always appreciated people that were willing to have that conversation, because it's easy to be like, hey man, hold your follow through.
Yeah.
But it's like life shit, like not every player, and I'm sure you learned that in the league, like not all the older guys are gonna give you the game of life. They're not gonna talk. Yeah.
It's competitive.
Yeah, they'll keep it a secret from you. So your mental fucked up one day and they don't teach you how to be a grown-up. Like
that's it.
He was into that. Jason Kidd was into that. Rasheed Wiles was into that. I was fortunate for wherever I played.
Did you return that?
Ron was very Yeah. Like when I went to Sacramento, they sang my praise and I literally told everybody every time they interviewed me, I'm like, bro, I'm not doing nothing
that I didn't see.
They told me this.
Yeah.
It's my job to get, like, because I came to Sacramento to play with them young guys, it's my job to now you got to play with Jason Kidd, Rasheed Wallace. I'm giving you every jewel they ever gave me. I'm giving it to y'all times 10. I'm just throwing it out there. Every little thing they said.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's what makes our league grow. Like, that's what it is. That's why I be sick that it ain't veterans everywhere.
Right.
Because it's like, this is what we need it for, to push that knowledge. Yeah, you push that knowledge. You push that ability to say, this is how you shape a team. This is how good habits happen. This is how good men represent the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep pushing that thing. So I definitely would say Melo at the head of that, and Mike Woodson as a coach.
That's dope.
For sure.
All right, right before we wrap up, before we let you go, Hawk, what you want to promo, man?
Yeah,
do your drops.
Get your shit off. What's up with all these drops?
Yeah,
do the drops. I'm with it. NFL Pro Era. Go buy that. Yeah, you dropped the bomb on them. Oculus Quest 2, it's a PSVR, all of that. The first NFL VR game ever.
Wow.
It's the #1 selling VR video game in the last 2 weeks and running.
You hit
over 100 million views on people playing the game online, so it's gone.
And you viral?
Yeah, we all out the trunk with it.
He viral right now.
This ain't no big budget.
Okay.
No, we Masterpiece selling it out the trunk.
Okay.
So
no limit.
Buy that.
No limit. No limit. Okay. It all comes back around.
You should have a tank.
Straight up, I got to get it. That's it.
You got to get a tank.